Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm your host, FD for Fetchai.tv. Now, it's that time of the week again when we bring you that weekly crypto market updates, bring you news items of things that have happened during the past week that are of interest to us. And this week, the schedule is packed, guys. So buckle up, grab your drink, and enjoy. But before I proceed, guys, please note that what I'm sharing with you in this video are just my own opinions. It's not financial advice, and it's not factual by any means, but I'm basically using my opinions on facts, okay? And also, if you're from the UK, please note that you should not be watching this video because the UK authorities do deem crypto assets to be an extremely risky asset class, which is not ideal for retail investors. That said, if you are from the rest of the world, welcome to our channel. Please consider subscribing to our channel. The objective remains to grow the channel, of course, and with your help, we know we can keep growing. That said, let's jump into this week's update. So, on a week which saw scam Bankman-Fried finally get his justly rewards, crypto markets continue to do what they do, not a care in the world. Bitcoin continues to mine blocks and is still in an accumulation phase, leaving some just wondering whether they'll ever get that lower entry they desperately need. Will we ever see that lower low again? I mean, the one they were expecting, which is below the low of this cycle, which was 15.6. Will they get their 12K to 9K range? I doubt that very much. What do you think? Comments in the comment section, please. So in this week's crypto markets review, we have a packed schedule, like I've already said, from scammers getting what they deserve to the news that 3 leading AI crypto projects will be joining forces to form what some are calling a game changer. What are those 3 projects and what do we make of it all? Want to know our opinion on that? Keep watching. In another win for the crypto space against the Security Exchange Commission or SEC, there is some good news for self-custody. We shall be dropping some juicy courtroom events of the past week, and we are also bringing you an update on the now staple spot Bitcoin ETF status from Wall Street, including how much Bitcoin BlackRock now holds as part of their IBIT ETF. We will finally close this week's episode with a selection of some top performing cryptocurrencies during the past week. So if you want to know if your favorite crypto project is being highlighted in this week's crypto markets updates, please keep watching all the way to the end. So let's dive in. Scam Bankman-Fried finally got sentenced this week to a total of 25 years in prison for fraud that unraveled with the collapse of FTX and Alameda Research. If you are new to crypto, FTX was the second largest exchange behind Binance, but the founder of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, stole customer funds to fund his politics spending spree, among other things, making donations to politicians from both sides of the aisle, which is Republicans and Democrats alike. I'm sure with good behavior, he'll be out in probably half the time at the very minimum. Unfortunately, that's how the current justice system works, because I don't think 25 years is enough for the trauma his actions caused. Forget about the funds lost as a result of how this saga has played out. Some people lost their lives over this because they had all their savings in FTX, because some were treating it as a bank, because that's what they're being told. I will not name names, but there were some spokespersons and so-called ambassadors for FTX. And now they've got nothing to do with, of course, but it will help if they actually pull all their resources, put them in a fund that will be charitable to those who actually lost the most, not just in terms of money or their crypto holdings, of course, but those families affected. I think anyone who got paid from FTX should do the right thing and return those funds into that charitable basket, and people can at least try and rebuild their lives. If that doesn't happen, I hope those who got paid from FTX are sleeping well, nighty night out. Anyway, let us know if you think 25 years is enough punishment to fit the crimes committed by this former so-called crypto king. I don't know who called him king. I don't. Well, maybe king of scams. In other news, in a rare move by 3 leading crypto AI projects in SingularityNet, Fetchai, and Ocean Protocol, they announced a merger to form what they are calling Super Intelligence Alliance, become the largest open source decentralized network for artificial intelligence. The alliance is the brainchild of 3 leading minds in decentralized artificial intelligence. You got Dr. Ben Gottzel, a renowned advocate and creative mind within artificial intelligence. He founded SingularityNet as a blockchain-based marketplace and framework for AI services. Then we also have DeepMind founding investor Hamayan Sheikh built Fetchai as a decentralized multi-agent platform to deploy and commercialize artificial intelligence applications. Then we have Trent McConaughey, the architect of the AI-based software that most chip designers use to drive Moore's law, formed Ocean Protocol to provide a platform for data exchange and the seamless trade of tokenized data assets. As part of the formation of the alliance, the Fetch token, Ocean, and AGIX tokens that fuel the 3 alliance member networks will be merged into a single ASI token that will function across the combined decentralized artificial intelligence network, providing unprecedented scale and power. Was that necessary? I have no idea. And when when these things come, it just means that these things are still being driven from a centralized platform. They are not decentralized at all. I don't know what to say really. For some, I think they'll benefit, but for others, I think they will lose out because of this measure. Because I think they're looking at maximum token supply, if the information I have is right, of around 7.5 billion or somewhere thereabouts. So who is going to benefit? I have no idea. Anyway, moving on, and in another win on top of many previous rounds, a judge in the US has passed judgment on Coinbase's self-custodial wallet, where the Security and Exchange Commission, or SEC, had maintained that the self-custodial wallet was a broker-dealer. How stupid. Therefore, need to be registered with the SEC, of course, as a broker-dealer. Brick by brick, the dominoes seem to be falling, and regulatory precedence is being crafted through the courts instead of through the people elected to pass laws and regulations that work for the masses. Why? Because they are busy trying to protect legal finance who fund their elections and possibly their lifestyles. My own opinion, of course. Folks, slowly but surely we are getting there. We will get there one day. It's coming. I think it will be slowly and then all at once. And then maybe it's time to do smart contracts to penalize and jail all those who were going against the future of finance for the masses, not just for the selected few. Now on to the spot Bitcoin ETF status. As of the 28th of March 2024, BlackRock now holds over 250,000 Bitcoins and he has set sight on Greyscale's holdings that is still sitting at over 335,000 Bitcoin. The rest of the spot Bitcoin scene looks as follows. So you got Greyscale, like I've said, they are sitting on 335,196 Bitcoin, and BlackRock on 250,667 Bitcoin. This is all as of 28th of March 2024. Fidelity is sitting at 143,742. I think Fidelity are doing quite well. I'm surprised, but there you go. ARK Invest now sit at 44,231 Bitcoin. Bitwise 30,733. Vanek 8,426. I think Vanek is the one that surprised me with their poor performance. Valkyrie 7,592 Bitcoin. Invesco 5,787. Franklin and Templeton 4,850. Wisdom Tree 1,126, and Hashtags 151 Bitcoin. So total Bitcoins held by these spot Bitcoin ETF holders, it's sitting at 832,501 Bitcoin. So we are approaching 1 million. So I've got a feeling that by the end of April we'll have surpassed 1 million Bitcoin. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Spot Bitcoin ETF holding over 1 million Bitcoin within their funds. That is just incredible performance. I mean, you should have heard Larry Fink the other day on Fox Business singing, eulogizing all about the Bitcoin spot Bitcoin ETF, record breaking and so forth. That guy is now the mouthpiece for the crypto space. The nice thing is he's not a Bitcoin maxi. Well, he's just after making money, and he sees Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as tools to generate wealth for his investors as well as for him and his family. So that is very good. Anyway, so that is the spot Bitcoin ETF story, and we now move on to the final part of this segment, which is the top performance of the past week. Well, got a couple of usual suspects. You got DogWifHat. It's back on now, up 65.43% to $3.41. Got Mantle, a layer 2 scaling solution. It's sitting at $1.21 and it's gone up by 45%. Dogecoin. This past week, Dogecoin has been flying, to be honest with you. It's gone up by 41% over the past 7 days. So Dogecoin, if you're invested in Dogecoin, I hope you're enjoying those gains. But the more it rises, the bigger it gets and the harder it becomes to actually increase its price, because Dogecoin, as we know, it's inflationary. You got Bitcoin Cash. I don't know who's still investing in this, but each to their own, by the way. So Bitcoin Cash is now sitting at $576.49, and over the past week, it's gone up by almost 39%. Internet Computer and ICP, it's sitting at $17.64 and it's gone up by 38.37% over the past week. All this is by the time of recording, guys. So by the time you watch the video, maybe the numbers have changed for the better or for the worse. I don't know. Just take these numbers with a pinch of salt. And then you've got those two that were involved in the creation of AI juggernaut in SingularityNet and Fetchai. Starting with SingularityNet is AGIX. It's now $1.40 and it's gone up over the past 7 days by 34.23%. And Fetchai's FET token has gone up by 31.11% to $3.31. Now, especially on these two, SingularityNet is AGIX and FET. So who is still investing in these if you know it's going to be swapped or diluted in one way or another? I'm sure they are going to create some leeway so that they can create some investment funds to take this project forward. So if you are still investing now, are you speculating that you may actually get an airdrop of the other one on the swap benefit, or you just want to take advantage of the situation? Let us know in the comment section. As for me, like I said, most of my fetch are sold and I got into Chain GPT. I still have some fetch stretched left. I've got mixed feelings really. And Singularity Net, I sold just before it got to $1. Yeah, I never held Ocean Protocol. Anyway, so that is this week's weekly market updates, guys. That we close with this week's top gainers being led by DogWifHat. Degens are not stopping with the speculation business. Price up, but who is behind DogWifHat? I'm sure there are some whales licking their lips. Until the next one, guys, I'm your host, FD for Fetchai.tv, signing out for now. Bye.